Is that about regretting things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about malaria. I know you don't like that much, do you?
I don't like the whole malaria bit at the
That's
end.
a total masterpiece, honestly. I'm not the only person who said that. Tell us about that one. Did you write that just before you went to Ethiopia? Because you were talking about going to Ethiopia.
No, I wrote that. You know Timo?
Yeah, your friend.
He went to Ethiopia like 4 years ago, just to travel and party. And he didn't take. I mean, it's kind of a really provincial. Like my mind was obviously not very. I would say it's a very paleto song. It's a very like uncultured. Because I was assuming that if he went to Ethiopia without taking his malaria medicine, that he might get malaria. Which obviously, there's some nuns that have been there for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And they don't take medicine, they haven't got malaria. So looking back, it's a really dumb song. But I wrote it because my friend Timo went to Ethiopia, and so the song is basically about him. Because I fucking love the shit out of him. He's like one of my favorite people in the world, and if anything happened to him, it would fucking suck.
It sounds like, from the lyrics, it sounds like it's kind of lost love, and then you say like, oh, let's go to Ethiopia, and then you say, take your vaccines.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid by a pharmaceutical company.
No.
It always goes down well though when you play it. I'm going to put it on the end of this interview.
Cool.
Do you prefer the Gatateka one or the other one? Because you got two online.
The Gatateka one I think sounds better.
Yeah, more voices and stuff. Have you got any like political songs or anything? Are you into that? Or like comments about society or anything like that?
Well, the one, Friends.
Okay.
I mean, that's as close as it gets to anything political or society. Well, and shit. Well, no, that's just
What's
personal.
shit about? I like the cover of the dog. It's good.
Shit is just like. Well, do you want me to go into detail about what it's about?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, whatever you want to say, or you don't want to say.
When I wrote we co-wrote it. Me and my twin brother co-wrote it.
Okay.
So it's not just my song. But I wrote the lyrics, and when I wrote them, I was in a relationship with a heroin addict, long-distance relationship with a heroin addict, who I hadn't heard from in like 4 weeks, and who didn't actually give a shit about me, and I knew it, and I felt really disconnected and really like horrible because this is, it's not just caring about someone, it's like caring about someone who could die at any moment because they're doing really hard drugs, and like I couldn't help but care about him, and I definitely wasn't going to leave him, but like he didn't give a shit about me, and he didn't love me at all, and it was a false relationship. It was like a really sad, pathetic illusion. Like we weren't even actually together. I just kept telling myself that we were, and I felt like shit, and I just felt really empty and really pointless, and I felt like all these emotions were going to nowhere because he didn't care about them. So I was like giving all this energy to this person, virtually also, because it was all long distance. So when I wrote it, I was just like, shit fucking sucks. Like, I just feel pointless. My emotions are for no one, like, and so it's just kind of a song about how the world is really like unsettling, and people are really superficial, and I don't know, it's a song about feeling like crap completely.
It's almost like a techno style or something.
Yeah,
it's
well,
completely different.
My brother is more into that style.
Okay.
So since it's a collaboration.
Alright, let's talk about performing. How do you feel when you perform? Do you get nervous?
I get super nervous, yeah, always. Like,
always.
Really, really, really nervous. It sucks. It never goes away.
It's got better.
I think my confidence has gotten better, but I still get really nervous. At the beginning, it was both. Like, I was like, I sound like shit. No one's gonna like this. And fuck, there's so many people. Like, this is really intimidating. Now it's just, this is really intimidating. There's so many people. More than thinking I sound like shit. Although I still could use more confidence.
I'm sure you'll get it slowly. Just keep swigging that.
Liquid
It'll all
confidence.
come, yeah, for sure. So why do you want to perform then? What do you get out of it?
Well,
What's
I
the
only
good
want
thing?
to perform if people like my music. Because if people like my music and I perform, then I make people feel something, or I transmit my expression or whatever. But only if people want it. If people don't want it, then I'll just keep writing music for myself. The only reason I would perform is to share what I would hope people like with them. But if not, then I don't care about performing.
Okay. What's your relationship like with the audience?
Awkward?
Yeah?
I think so.
Do you engage them much?
I don't know how.
No, when you play, like, it looks kind of authentic. I mean, you're not playing to the audience. You're just delivering your songs.
I don't know.
I'll answer that one for you. So. What performance do you like? So let's see, you like.
Oh my god, Grizzly Bear. I saw. I mean, it sounds stupid. Like they're not that amazing. I mean, they are. People think they're not that amazing, but I saw them live in 2010, I think, something like that. And they don't even move. They're just like this. They're just they just stand still. They don't draw any attention to themselves.
Yeah.
They don't draw any attention to themselves, and they completely blow your mind. Like, just, I don't know how to explain it. They really inspired me because at that concert we saw MGMT and the Flaming Lips and Beirut and the Decemberists and all these bands that are really good, but they were nothing compared to Grizzly Bear. The performance was just completely blew me away. Amazing. They expressed something spectacular. I don't know what they did, but they just completely penetrated my soul. They're damn good, really good, really interesting harmonies, really weird progressions, but in like a slow, not overwhelming way. Like a kind of strange that is very, not the kind of strange that's just like too much and you get stressed out and you're like, dude, prefer to listen to something a little more familiar. But the kind of strange that like you find yourself drawn into it and then you're like, whoa, that's really weird, you know? Like it hits you afterwards that it's strange. After you start to like it.
Okay. And what about like female? Because you're kind of in this female singer-songwriter. And I know, you probably don't like make up an image for yourself. You kind of look like a sort of singer-songwriter. Probably because you are a female singer-songwriter. That could be it. No, you got like the long hair and you got that kind of image. Do you like Joni Mitchell or anyone like that?
I do. Well,
Joan Baez.
Yeah, I like them. Joni Mitchell's voice is, well, to be honest, Joni Mitchell sounds, sometimes her voice is way too shrill. But as a songwriter, she's amazing. Like, when people cover her music, or even some of the versions she does, because she does lots of different versions of the same songs.
Yeah, like Bob Dylan,
And some of her versions are epic. But the ones that she prefers are more like shrill and a little too much for me. But as a songwriter, I revere her. She's a beautiful song, and that's the kind of stuff that I like to write too. So I do have a lot of respect for her. And Joan Baez is amazing. I love Joan Baez.
Do you know the song "Both Sides Now" by Joni Mitchell? Yeah, it's probably my favourite.
Me too. Yeah.
It's good. I think that's been covered by quite a lot of people. And when you perform, do you find it kind of a cathartic thing?